While everyone is talking about protein, let's put this out there. One of the best things you can do for your health is to eat enough fiber. Don't get me wrong, protein is important. It started in my previous video here. But in some worlds, fiber seems to have taken a backseat. And this is sad because not eating enough fiber can cause issues in the body, while eating a wide variety of it leads to so many health benefits. When you eat enough fiber, you get better digestion, less constipation and bloating, steadier blood sugar, more energy, a healthier gut, and even fat loss. So in this video, we'll cover what fiber is, what it does, how much of it we should eat, and how to easily do that every day. So, what even is fiber? You remember our macros: protein, carbs, and fat. Fiber actually falls under carbs, but not in the way you might think. The simple carbs we know, like rice and bread, are typically digested into glucose, which your body uses for energy. But fiber is a special type of complex carb. When we eat fiber, our body can't break it down into glucose. Instead, it does two wonderful things. First, when fiber, specifically soluble fiber, travels to our stomach, it absorbs water, expands a bit, slows down digestion, and signals fullness to our brain. When our brain gets the message that we're full, we stop eating, ideally. So this helps prevent overeating, and we edge out the less nutritious food, which can eventually lead to fat loss if done consistently. Second thing fiber does: when it reaches our large intestine, where our gut bacteria live, our good bacteria ferment it, nourishing our gut to make it balanced and thriving. So essentially, fiber can help with fat loss and gut health, and who doesn't want these? We just need to eat enough quality fiber. Thankfully, fiber can be found in many food groups like fruits and vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds. There are two kinds of fiber: soluble and insoluble. Soluble, as the name implies, means that it's soluble in water. Think of it like a gel. When the food is absorbed in water, it forms a gel in your gut, increases in volume, slows down digestion, and signals fullness to your brain. This is great for keeping your blood sugar steady and for keeping you full until your next meal, as mentioned. Insoluble fiber is more like a broom. It doesn't dissolve in water, but it adds bulk to your stool and helps you poop regularly. It's kind of like a natural cleanser for your digestive system. So if you're struggling to lose weight or fat, or maybe you have digestive issues or bloating, it could be due to a lack of both soluble and insoluble fiber. So how much of it should we consume? Sources like the US Institute of Medicine and the International Food Information Council recommend at least 25 grams for women and 38 grams for men per day. Other sources round it to at least 30 grams to keep it simple and universal. And you can easily hit 30 grams of fiber in a day if you eat things like an apple with the skin, a banana, a cup of broccoli, a sandwich with whole wheat bread, half a cup of beans, and 1/4 cup of almonds throughout your meals. Basically, fruits, veggies, whole grains, legumes, plant foods we should be eating more of anyway. Other great high-fiber dishes would be an avocado toast or a chia pudding with fruits, a black bean burrito, or a chickpea or lentil curry. In the Philippines, we have a lot of high-fiber dishes. We have monggo, tortang talong, laing, pinakbet, and many more. For reference, these ingredients have the highest amount of fiber in them. If it feels challenging to hit 30 grams of fiber in a day, at the very least, aim to include fruits in your breakfast and snack, and load up on colorful veggies come lunch and dinner. That should be a good starting point for your fiber needs. Now, if you're just starting out with fiber, there are a few things to keep in mind. This is common health advice, but it's especially relevant when you consume fiber. Drink a lot of water and move around more to get it moving more efficiently. If you're coming from no fiber at all, you don't need to immediately go up to 30 grams per day. Increase your fiber intake gradually to give it time to adjust in your body. Maybe go from 0 to 5 grams for 1 week, then 10 grams the next week, then 15 grams, then so on and so forth. Shooting from 0 to 30 grams straight away might cause digestive discomfort. And while we should eventually aim for more or less 30 grams of fiber per day, let's remember that more isn't always better. Too much fiber, let's say 100 grams and up, can ironically lead to gas and bloating. So moderation is truly key. This is something you can always go back to when you're feeling confused with all the conflicting nutrition advice out there. Now, if you're carb sensitive, insulin resistant, or sedentary, Fiber sources that are high in starch, like grains or legumes, might not be your best bet. Again, moderation is key, and it would be better to focus on other fiber sources like the non-starchy veggies and fruits. And finally, what about fiber supplements? I get the appeal of a supplement. It's convenient, it's easy to sustain. But the priority should always be whole food. You can get all the fiber you need from good old whole food. If you feel that you need a supplement to boost your fiber intake, treat it just like that, as a supplement. It shouldn't replace whole food. It should be taken alongside a balanced diet. And if you're going to take a supplement, ideally not the gummy version, since it's more often than not sugary candy masked as a supplement, which you'll see in the ingredient list. Natural ingredients like psyllium husk or wheat bran are better options for supplements. So that's it for today's video. Hope you took away some value from it. Among all the macros, I personally feel that fiber and protein are the ones we should be more mindful about, since we tend to eat enough carbs and fat without really trying. If you want more clarity on how much protein we need to eat and the easiest ways to do that, you can check this out next. And for more videos on simple and realistic nutrition, wellness, and motivation, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.